No, Annette! Get back!
Oh, that was a close one. Good thing we had water nearby.
My apologies. It was foolish for me to attempt that without prior experience.
No, it was my fault for asking you to try and light it with magic.
The fault is mine alone. You had no way of knowing that my aptitude for magic was so lacking. We were lucky it only resulted in a small explosion. Had the flames spread, it easily may have proved disastrous.
Aw, don't beat yourself up over it. We were able to put it out quickly, and that's all that matters.
What a remarkably positive spin on the matter. Still, I'm relieved you weren't hurt. I have always been abysmal at magic. My father and grandfather were the same, so perhaps I inherited it from them.
Yeah, I guess you're better suited to fighting with something sharp and pointy.
Actually, I had a fair amount of interest in becoming a mage when I was a boy. An old friend of mine would give magic demonstrations, and I always found myself terribly jealous of her abilities.
Well, you know there's a school of sorcery in the capital, right? You definitely should have enrolled.
But I knew they only accepted students who display at least a modicum of talent for the craft. Every time I glimpsed one of those students, I found myself envious of their skill.
I had no idea. But hey, if you're interested, how about I teach you a bit? We can start right now.
You would do that?
Sure. See, I've been helping out at the school ever since I came back to the capital. And after talking with everyone there, I've been thinking it would be fun to, you know, teach somebody. I'd like to help people get better at magic, even if they're really, really, really bad at it.
A fine aspiration. If you'll have me, I would be honored to be your first pupil. Though I imagine your skills can be put to use helping many people besides just myself. I know I am not the first person, nor will I be the last, to accidentally conjure up an explosion.
Come on, Dimitri. It's not like I'll be that much help. But regardless, I'm confident that becoming a teacher is the path for me. Right then, Your Majesty. Let's start by practicing some fire magic.
You want me to cast the same spell again? Well, if you think it best.
Fire spells are the most basic magic of all. You just let the old power build up, and then boom, let loose. Okay, so start by using your hands to focus your energy.
Like this?
Don't be so hesitant. We've got plenty of water here, so really lean into it.
I wasn't intending to hold back. Perhaps I could charge it up a bit more.
Ah! Your Majesty, are you all right?
I fear we may have a long road ahead of us.
Ah, Your Majesty. Tending to your weapon, I see. My apologies for interrupting you.
It's all right. I just finished. Is there something you need, Rodrigue?
Yes, in fact. I received this from Matthias when I was in Gautier territory the other day.
From the Margrave? But this sword is...
He said he'd borrowed it from Lambert years ago, and had long since forgotten about it. What sort of laggard keeps a loan so long he has to return it to the lender's son? 30 years!
That would have been around the time you all attended the Officers' Academy together, correct? Would you mind telling me the story of this sword?
It started when our class was given a mission to eradicate a bandit encampment. Foolish as I was at the time, I dashed in ahead of the others, leaving me and my entire unit stranded behind enemy lines. Apparently, your father and Matthias started arguing about whether or not it was worth coming to save me. Broke out into a full-on fist fight before long.
That's a surprise. I wouldn't have expected that of my father, much less the Margrave.
Well, they were both pretty feisty in their day. Neither of them wanted to back down, I'm sure. On one hand, you had Matthias, insisting they wait for aid from the church. Supplies were running low, so charging in could have gotten everyone killed. On the other, Lambert was so determined to come to our rescue, he'd have gone all by himself if he had to. No idea whose plan won in the end, sadly. All I know is they fought their way through the enemy lines together. And lucky for me, they found us before the bandits did.
So, my father tended to charge in recklessly as well. Or perhaps he was just naive in his youth.
Story goes, Matthias's lance broke while they were fighting their way toward us, so Lambert lent him this sword. As he was giving it to me, he couldn't help but laugh about how it slipped his mind for all these years.
Considering what I know of the Margrave, I have my doubts that he actually forgot it at all.
You're probably right. This is just my opinion, but I don't think he ever really managed to accept Lambert's death until you ascended the throne.
Perhaps. In any case, please tell him I've received it. And thank you for relaying that story to me. It seems even in his youth, my father was willing to do whatever it took to see those close to him safe. Yet here I've gone and started a war, knowing full well it will hurt those I care about most. He'd likely call me a fool if he were here today.
I'm not so sure about that. Yes, he did treasure his friends. But I don't think he would have been too keen on abandoning the church either, considering all they've done to protect the people of Fargus.
Rodrigue, you knew my father well. Could I ask you to do something for me? If I ever attempt anything that would bring shame to his name, please.
Say no more. I'll stop you, even if I have to lay down my life to do it. I already promised him the same thing, actually.
You have my deepest thanks.
Come this way. That aside. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we? Let us be off. I feel like I can finally breathe easy. Do you come here often? In our kingdom, a rigorous procedure must be followed before one can implement sweeping change. You have my gratitude. My wife and my brother have faced great hardship in my absence, all for the sake of our territory. For their sacrifice, I am forever grateful. To summarize, during our time at the Officers' Academy, His Majesty Lambert and I would often skip out on classes in search of adventure. Oh, fond memories indeed. Indeed. I had a wonderful time today. Thanks in no small part to your company. I appreciate it.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do. Time to work you into shape.
We've definitely got some work to do.
Time to work you. Can't wait to see how you do. Time to work you into shape.
Some things you can't learn on your own.
Time to work. Can't wait to see how you do.
Why do I feel someone watching me?
Hello, Bernadetta.
Somebody!
Stop. I am not a ghost, and I am not here to scold you. I'm just here to get food because I'm hungry. I was stuck inside all day with work and missed my chance for dinner.
Help! Oh, so you're just like me then.
It's rather difficult being shut inside all the time. I always lose track of the hour.
Yeah, same. But how'd you know I was inside all day today? Oh no. Was this work of yours spying on me?
No. If I had time to spy on people, there wouldn't be piles of documents teetering atop my desk.
Yeesh. That sounds rough. Wait, hold up. Why are you taking all those raw veggies and that dried meat?
Because it's my dinner? Which I missed? I thought I made all of this clear.
What? So you're gonna eat them just like that? Not that there's any problem with that.
Well then, Bernadetta, perhaps we could cook something together.
Cook?
Yes. You have a bit of talent in the kitchen, right? Maybe you can take this chance to teach me.
Sure, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna insist, then I'll show you just how good I am. I think I heard you like this cheese and spice. Ah, the bag!
All right, that should do it. What's the matter, Bernadetta? You seem to be shrinking away.
I can't do it. I can't cook in front of a stranger.
I hardly think we're strangers at this point, but regardless, it looks fine to me. There's no need for you to be so distraught.
It's not fine! The spice bag ripped and they all fell in, and then I got so flustered I dropped an entire reel of cheese in there! It smells terrible, and I mean really terrible. There's no possible way it's going to taste good! What? Okay, if you force yourself to eat that, you're going to be sick for days.
I'm not forcing myself to do anything. It would be a shame to waste food we made together.
So it's not gross? You don't feel sick or anything? Well, I guess I could try it then. So disgusting! How did you even eat it? Oh, wait. Don't tell me. You're eating it as an excuse to say, I hereby sentence you to death for feeding me horrible food!
Do you honestly believe I wander about executing people at will for the smallest transgressions?
No! I don't want to die! Let me live!
Too much cheese and spice, is it? I suppose I'll bring her something else for dinner, since she only had one bite of this.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do.